Do 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 do. Oh, there go the invite. I didn't even see the damn invite coming in. That mug was like a delayed reaction or something. Boogie nights. Do 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 do. Boogie nights.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as he...
Oh, shit. Here we go. Ain't had this in a while.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Carolina Panthers.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Got it! 58, 58, Mike. Hey, pick your game up.
And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Yeah, Pittsburgh.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Throwing on third and long. Fields. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Second and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
To throw on 3rd down. Fields. Goodwin able to haul it in. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this 1st quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a 3 and out on that 1st drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that 1st drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a 2nd opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback.
Why the fuck they make me take an angle like that?
Touchdown, Carolina! A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys
I don't know why it made me take an angle like that. I was right
this
there.
opening quarter. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
I have no clue.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things out.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
56, right there, 56. Switch. Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Get through.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Gaps several times.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
218, chop it. Clear. Now.
They'll set up to throw. This will complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. Defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I'm going back to you. Hey, high 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here's 2nd and 8. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Bengals on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Back to throw. Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
He's going to look deep for more.
Wow.
This is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for the Panthers. 62 yards.
Wow.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Wow.
Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is now 17-3. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. A handoff to Mixon. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now they run with Mixon, and he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Fields. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fields. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 31-yard line. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Let's go. Do it.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. Ready?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, God.
He's got a convoy, and he might be
It won't even let me click on to him. It won't even let me click on to him.
A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, as they widen their lead. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
To throw on 2nd down, Fields.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Wow.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Carolina. 47 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
At the Bengals' 31-yard line. 70, Indy. Oh, you got 10? Under 10, under 10, 10. Shoot.
And he'll give it here to Bengals running back. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field.
Come on, Maggie.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown.
How many big plays y'all gonna give him, Madden? Come on.
Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Checking things elsewhere. 3rd quarter now from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll rifle this one deep right. That's caught inside the 20. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A big play there for Cincinnati. 58 yards.
That must lock me in
flipper
place.
there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Operating from the gun, Fields. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me
couldn't
that
throw
they
it
had a
quick
plan
to the
for him when
right.
they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Off-play action, Fields.
Oh, throw the ball,
Pressure
man.
too great, and he goes down once more. Brian
Golly.
Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them.
I actually pressed the button.
To do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side.
That motherfucker jetted over there or whatever.
The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
31 yards there and a first down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get it. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're
taking it right down Broadway. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown.
I was trying to adjust my damn defense.
Jordan Scarlett. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
That's what happened. Got somebody new coming to the league. You don't know how they play. I just happen to be the person who's got to be the guinea
Extra
pig.
point
I ain't
up
get no
and good
status.
by Bailey. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Bengals 16.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
We got this.
That, and we win zone all game, so that bails a lot of people out. It is what it is.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than...
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross.
I'm gonna let you know now. I'm gonna throw number
streaks
streaks.
of the season, and the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
45. Mike, 45. What? Hey, exit.
He'll drop to throw. Gets around him to the right side, and he's got more.
Come on, Madden. Y'all giving him too many. He 11 for 11. Y'all giving him too much today. Come on now.
And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited.
They gave his ass a flawless game today of all games,
on
man.
their side. Instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Of all games, Madden.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off the play fake. Fields. Open man is Ross, complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
He blitzing.
From the gun, Fields. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it,
they won't give me control of my damn man.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown,
I knew it was going to be
Bengals.
open. He committing too much to one side.
It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will get them one closer. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a 2-score game after they've seen a pair of touchdowns go against them on those last 2 drives.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to get off of autopilot right now, okay? Get back to what was working for them earlier. Understand that they still have a 2-score lead, so it's not dire, but at the same time, okay, guys, let's mash the gas. Let's get going again. Let's have some fun.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Check. Go. Go. 56 is the mic. All right.
They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Skirts by him at the 35. A big play there for the Panthers. 45 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll run it with Scarlett. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds. And then the last says,
look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Jordan Scarlett with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Getting there the ball most of the day.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Backed up now from their own 4 as they come up 2nd down.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, Ken.